Kindergarten Cop is still awesome. And man, I couldn't even tell you like how long it's been since I've seen this movie. Quite some time. So it was really nice to revisit this movie. And yeah, just like any other Schwarzenegger movie, man, you gotta love Schwarzenegger with all his one-liners, man. He's hilarious. The one thing this movie does lack is like the action. You're not gonna get too much of that like you would in other Schwarzenegger movies. And the few fight scenes that there are very, you know, not that good. Like not memorable at all. So this movie's more about the humor. Very funny. And for those of you that actually haven't seen this movie, which you must, by the way, it's a really good classic, is like, so like the premise, very straightforward. It's basically about this detective named John Kimball, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's obsessed to like turn in this drug smuggler, played by Richard Tyson. And one thing I want to note with him is, doesn't he kind of resemble Val Kilmer? Because it's funny, like right now it's like 3 in the morning here, and so like I was making coffee, and because basically right after this shot here, after filming this, I have to go to my other job, so I'm gonna be really tired. But anyways, like so like I'm in the background and I glance over at TV and I'm like, is that Val Kilmer? I didn't know he played in this movie. So like I looked on my phone to look up the cast, and you know, it's Richard Tyson. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to note that he kind of resembles him, but maybe I'm just crazy. Tired and crazy. Okay, so yeah, the start of this movie is freaking hilarious. So it starts off at this mall, and Schwarzenegger, he's following this smuggler, and the smuggler, he meets up with this junkie dude, and there was also a junkie chick, but he didn't know about her, so she kind of hid in the background somewhere. She was hiding. And once the junkie dude told the smuggler where his son is, he just killed him, whatever, right? Instead of paying him. And so like Schwarzenegger, he spots the dead body, and it was so hilarious. He like cuffed the junkie chick with the dead body. He's like, don't go anywhere. And she's like, you fucking asshole. Cuffed me to a dead body. Because he wanted her as a witness, because he's obsessed to like turn him in, right? And so like Schwarzenegger, he's going after this drug smuggler, Crisp. And he's in like this beauty salon or whatever, getting a manicure. Jesus Louise. And like, oh man, I'll show you a clip of this scene. It's freaking hilarious.
It's all right. I'm a police officer. I'm a cop, you idiot. I'm Detective John Kimball.
So he has the drug smuggler, right, under custody, and he has the witness. He has that junkie chick, and at first she didn't want to cooperate because she didn't want any part of it, right? She didn't want any trouble. She just wants to, you know, go about her life, whatever, just being a junkie, right? And so Schwarzenegger, he basically hunts her down. So like, this is like probably my favorite scene in the movie. He like, it's like one of those hole in the wall shit joints, you know, like a junkie. I don't know what you call those places. I'm having a brain fart. But anyways, yeah, where junkies go, right? And Schwarzenegger, he just busts right in. And I have to show you a clip of this. Hopefully there won't be any copyright.
Next time, my place.
So who are you, man? Shit!
I'm the party pooper.
I'm a party pooper. Oh man, for a cop, he's a real thug, isn't he? Oh Jesus. And so like, he ended up getting, I think her name was Sydney, the junkie chick. So he was able to get her to cooperate and play as the witness. And meanwhile, Schwarzenegger, he didn't know about the kid, but there was like $3 million or something involved, basically more evidence. So he traveled to where'd he go? Like Oregon or something? I don't remember. But like, so that's when he pretty much plays out as an undercover kindergarten teacher. And of course that's funny. And oh, one thing is like when he's like on his way there, he's on the airplane, and like there's these annoying kids sitting right behind him, and they keep like ramming into his seat. And Schwarzenegger has like this like pencil, and he goes, "Hey, you jack with my seat one more time, and I'm gonna fucking break your neck." Dink. And the kid's like, oh, that's so funny. And so like, yeah, so then Arnold Schwarzenegger starts playing as a kindergarten teacher, and shit really hits the fan with him, with those kids. He's like them little damn monsters. But I thought it was funny, like when he first like entered the classroom and the kids are looking at him like, holy shit, he's huge. Oh man, so funny. And there was this one kid, he was pretty funny. He was like, what was it? He said like, guys have penises, girls have vaginas.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Thanks for the tip.
But I think one of my favorite parts, especially with that little kid, is like when Arnold, because like even though he's pretending to be a teacher, he's really being a detective at the same time. So what he does with these kids, he's like, let's play a game. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
My dad is a gynecologist and he looks at vaginas all day long.
Good.
Oh, that little kid, man. My dad, he looks at vaginas all day. Oh man, this movie's crazy. Now, a little after that though, this movie kind of loses its humor a little bit. But don't get me wrong, it's still a great movie. I really like this movie a lot. And man, I'm trying to think of like other parts of the movie, to be honest with you.
I have a problem.
Mr. Campbell, I need to go real bad.
You mean you eat other people's lunches? Stop it! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimball have to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
But anyways, you know what? This probably wasn't the best review. I'm just talking about some funny scenes. And there's much more, but I won't reveal all of them. So let's just go to final verdict. So I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10, which is very good. And, you know, I'm sure many people would probably give this a 9 or maybe even a 10. For me, like, the first half of this movie was awesome. Freaking hilarious. I laughed my ass off, right? And then, like, the second half, it was kind of losing its humor. It was still there, on and off. But, you know, it was a little more on the serious tone, you know? But don't get me wrong, still really good. And, you know, like, I guess, like, with a Schwarzenegger movie, you would expect more action. And not so much with this one. But, like, I mean, you know, yeah, this movie's still a great classic. And I wouldn't mind watching it again right now. So, but that's why I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 and not higher, which I'm sure a lot of people would. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this somewhat review. You know, I'm keeping these reviews casual, no script, just, you know, on top of my head sort of thing. So, yeah, until next time, guys. Take care. Ugh, now I gotta go bake in like, shit, I gotta get ready to go. So I better hurry up and finish my coffee. Take care, guys. It's gonna be a long day. Yeah.
A little something I cooked up myself for you.
Henry, I almost didn't recognize you with all your clothes on.
You know, you look pretty good yourself. Oh, did I? I'm sorry.